Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I am actually attempting to solve the murder mystery tonight, I think. I think I will be attempting to actually complete the plot tonight. That is the goal. That is the attempt that I am going to make. Good evening, Ark. Welcome. I'm psyching myself up. Because I think I'm nearly done the game, but I kind of halfway expect a curveball. However, we should get right into things because I don't know how long this is going to take. The very first thing to do this evening is to head over to the Whirling and the bar. And going the right way would help with that. We head over to the Whirling and the bar and we get the Hardy Boys on the Comatose Lady in the Cold March Rain. And we don't have fast travel, so we are running. Because we don't want them to leave. Oh, there are footprints. There are footprints heading out to the... Okay, that doesn't mean anything. There's just footprints. You know what? I have no idea, Ark. I'm hoping that when I pick up the gun and hold it in my hand that part of that action will be loading it, but I honestly have no clue. Oh look, they're still there, contemplating whether or not to steal the police vehicle. Okay, we've made it to the bar in record time. Let's hope the Hardy Boys are still there. You know, Ark, that is a good idea. Yeah, most likely. Yes, and here it's giving the pronunciation guides that I mostly ignore. They're still here! They're still here. I can actually get some help for the lady who has
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
catatonic. That's what I wanted. Not comatose, catatonic. Yeah, actually, it might be a good idea to talk to Kim about, talk to Kim and see if there is any dialogue about the gun before actually making the attempt to confront Ruby in the basement. But yes, here we have the option. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. The big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer. What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? Kim, you're local law enforcement, aren't you? The lieutenant looks Titus in the eye. Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Titus, yeah, we'll send someone out. Who is... Wait, it's the pigs, isn't it? Yep. Her. Titus. He pushes up his cap. God, poor lady. Don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Quran or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Well, if she's been running around with those sirens on her this whole time, I can understand why. Eugene. Hey, Eugene interjects. Wasn't Everart's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something? Oh, B team, is it? Titus, yeah, I think you're right, Jean. Titus gives him a beer salute and turns to you. She have something of yours, pig? She had my gun, or nope, she didn't have anything of mine. Oh. I'm gonna lie to his face. Didn't have anything of mine. No? Well, whatever then, Copper. Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth. Eugene, no, they totally said what it was. What was it? He's still thinking it over in the corner. Anyone remember? Elaine, the tattooed man scratches his head with his knuckles. I don't remember. I was fucking drunk. 10 experience for lying to the Hardys. Titus, let me know if you figure it out back there, the big man says, turning to you. Now, anything else we can help you with? Oh my, actual questions. What's her name? Her real name? Who was she? How did she get like this? Where'd she get all her cop gear? Or thanks for helping out with this one, Titus. Who was she? Was? Like before? Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit, never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. He swirls his beer. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Rhetoric success. Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. Empathy success. The children kept her together. How did she get like this? Get wanting to be a cop, you mean? Well, He furrows his brow in thought. Shit, I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig? Elaine, no fucking clue, the tattooed man shouts. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Now that was designed to be hurtful. Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends? Ever think of that? That's the apocalypse cop answer. More like who wouldn't. Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat? Sign me up. You're already signed up, fool. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. Well, that's the boring answer, and I already got an achievement for being boring. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going for the Apocalypse Cop one because it's the only one that isn't sad sack in some way. Somebody wanted to set the world right before it ends. He blinks. No, I didn't, because I'm not fucking stupid, Polanski. I mispronounced that horribly, and I'm not going to try again. Titus. Yeah, cop, that's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. The big man shrugs. But whatever gets you through the day. What's her name? The real one. He takes off his cap and scratches his head. Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante? Elaine. Marianne, amigo, he says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne, amigo LaPlante. Or Marianne LaPlante. Let's try not to be an idiot. Let's just go Marianne LaPlante. Titus. The big guy nods, drinking his toast. Anything else you wanted to know? Where did she get all that stuff? Dunno, Titus says, shrugging. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach, and sometimes crashes right through it. Kim, police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it. There is no follow-up to that statement, so I guess we're just gonna thank him and go. Thanks, Titus. You've actually been helpful. Suck on that. No problemo, Cupman. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys? If you actually took care of her, it wouldn't have ended up being the situation that I went through last week. I'm just saying. Eugene, sure enough. Eugene raises his glass in a toast. We're the real heroes in these streets. The politician dude who never answers a question with so many words. Okay. We're going to go now. For a conversation with the Hardys, that went remarkably well. Alright. Let us step back outside to where we will be less overheard. Back to the loading game. I'm worried that the loadings may be rather long tonight. It took the game an extremely long time to get started up today, and I fear what that bodes. I can hear rain, though. That's part of a good sign. Maybe. There we go. We're outside. We'll just wander a bit away from the door here, stand in the rain, and talk to Kim. I should have saved, but I didn't. There doesn't seem to be anything new here.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again? What do you want to know? Dang. There does not appear to be any way to bring up the gun with him. So I have all I need to know. I guess nothing. Save again. Sure. That seems like a good plan. And you know what? I should probably put away the plastic bag. There hasn't been any Nutari for quite some time, so this would allow me to have both the gun and the flashlight equipped. Although I have no idea whether I'm left-handed or right-handed. Oh, I've got 2 bullets. That's what it says. 2 bullets and a gun. Equip this when times are most dire. Yeah, well, I only have 2 shots, but I have the bullets at least. So I'm just going to have to make sure to check whether or not the bullets end up in the gun when I equip it, but I'm not going to equip it like in the street. That seems like a bad plan. Now, the question is, do I go confront Ruby immediately, or do we rest and confront her first thing in the morning? Would she even still be there if I rest and confront it and go down there first thing in the morning? Honestly, Ark, I'm not sure. With my luck, I went through the whole thing to get my gun, and I'll go into those tunnels, and she won't be there. All right, let's do the confrontation tonight. Because frankly, if she's sleeping there, it is most likely that she'll be there at night. I really hope it's not still a waiting game. I'm not sure how I would kill more time, honestly. I only have one more book. All right. We're doing the thing. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome if I could finish the game tonight on session 33? 3 is one of my favorite numbers. Oh, what have we here? You should take out your flashlight. Yes, I should take out my flashlight. I'm just going to assume I'm right-handed, you know? Flashlight. Gun. No idea if it's loaded or not. No clue. Like, do I don't know. I don't know. There's no mechanism. Why is there no mechanism to tell me whether or not my gun is loaded? Hand-eye coordination. Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. I think my hand recognizes it, or no time for this, and discard the thought. No, no. This may be. I think my hand recognizes it. Please let this mean that I have better aim. Healed my morale. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Hey, I remembered a thing. This is your gun. It's more of a symbol than anything else, because there is always, always a rational, sensible, reasonable solution to every situation. Sheath it and know you have the moral high ground. I'm not even holding it right. Oh, no, wait, it was just the angle. I am holding it correctly. Okay. That wasn't a half-hour green. You were otherwise correct. Okay, has anything changed around here? Well, that portrait still lights up, but I'm still not going to follow its little... It thinks it's leaving a breadcrumb trail, but it's actually rat droppings. Pretty sure it was this way. Some very unusual light going on down here. Where's all these stripes of light coming from? Whoa! Ruby the instigator. Suddenly your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. Perception hearing success. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once, but her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine. Feel that. Thank you. This is very unfortunate.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
This visual is something else. Pain threshold failure. As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. Cover your ears or don't cover them. I don't know. It kind of looks like my character's already attempting to cover his ears. It's really hard to tell with this psychedelicness going on. Don't cover them. Yes, thank you. That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. Elysium success. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest. Yell through the static. You're under arrest. What's happening to me? Are you gonna kill me too? Or help, Kim, help! My brain's on fire! If anything, Kim seems to be in a worse position than I am, honestly. I am torn between yelling at her that she's under arrest or asking if she's going to kill me. You know what? I'm gonna yell at her that she's under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
She turns the dial in her hand. Oh boy. Do I have enough health potions for this? You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain. Oh, I know what that feels like. Actually, no, I don't, but migraines hurt a lot. Okay, that didn't work, so let's try the one that I was also leaning towards. Are you gonna kill me?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here.
What is her end game on this, then?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Well, thank you for explaining, but that still doesn't explain what your end game is. Logic success. The explosion of static you're hearing, it's the Elan frequency. Blasted from that pale emitter Fat Angus mentioned. I saw your equations, it's the Elan frequency. Angus said you had a pale emitter. Say nothing, try to cover your ears. I saw your equations.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Okay.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it.
Gonna have to define what the pale is.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Oh boy. Saw that coming. Alright, just I'm going to hit continue on this just in case she keeps talking, so that it won't eat into your time, Mark.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Isn't it though?
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
Okay. They just keep talking and talking. Oh ho! Something for me to read at last. Alright, this is where I will start the timer, and I'm sorry if they keep talking through your time, Ark. Logic success. This must be how the twins heard the radio in their heads. They must have been standing by when she tested it. Rhetoric success. She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose. What's this goddamned pail, anyway? I want to know that, actually. How did you get your hands on this thing? Will I stay like this forever? Have you experienced the compressor yourself? Probably she's wearing ear protection right now. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed. Please turn it off. I can't take it anymore. Move on. I've still got 4 healing potions. We'll see if they're enough. What is the goddamn pail?
The Pale? It's the end of the world.
So, it's the same as the thing in the church, maybe? Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
And let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
I am really confused about what she thinks is going to happen here. Rhetoric success, so she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey. Which is all great, but she's probably a murderer. How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device. Interfacing success, and she's proud of it too, and she ought to. This is way beyond your abilities. It's not like cops generally have to build electronics. Very different skill sets.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Good man.
Oh yeah, way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Ow!
2, 3, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 1.
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
Scream at Ember.
Foxwine, school 6, 32971047302819.
That was an experience, definitely.
This.
Lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens. Perception, sight, success. The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. And that's the timer. Alright. Pain threshold success. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. And the psychedelic effects have definitely been turned down, thank goodness. Visual calculus success. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Empathy, success. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time. Okay, I'm going to read it first since it's an orange challenge that can't be retried. The pain threshold has a medium challenge of destroy the machine. Currently sitting at even chances, 58%. Okay, so the rest that we have here is, how did you know we were coming? Did you shoot Lily? I can't take it anymore, just go, and don't attempt to destroy the compressor. Let's start with the how did you know we were coming, although I can probably guess. I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. By hiding bullets under floorboards? Or, okay, then I have other questions. No, by hiding bullets under floorboards? So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. Empathy, success. Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's being betrayed. She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel the washerwoman. Why hide the bullet, though? Preparing for a shootout? Is that why you're hiding ammo? No, you know what? She didn't rat you out. So nice. She smiles a little smile. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back. Rhetoric, success. As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy, for one. Why hide the bullet, though? This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies. Rhetoric, success. That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. Ahahaha. Has this changed anything on this? No, it has not. Did you shoot Lily? No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, she hesitates. He wouldn't have broken first. Oh my. You're right, Clashie was the first to share her suspicions. Or, when I threatened to arrest her, Clashie broke. She told me everything. Oh, definitely the second one. For reasons. Oh, she smiles sadly. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Your first guess wasn't entirely off. Your own boys told us you were on the coast. Or Titus told me. It took some convincing. The last one is the truth. But while I don't really like the idea of her turning on the washerwoman, I don't mind if she turns on the Hardys. So, your own boys told us you were on the coast. My boys? Yeah, the ones you poached from Titus, and Titus himself. Ruby boys, formerly the Hardy boys. Okay, call them the Hardy boys then. Oh, tricky. Which one to go for? The ones you poached from Titus. She looks at you incredulously. What is this? I thought Titus and I had a decent collegial relationship. That's not the right way to pronounce that, but... Oh, it doesn't even matter. How can they be my boys when they're not even my friends? And those guys liked me. I know it. If this was what happens to people whom people like... Volition, success, a dull despair is creeping into her voice. Ruby, how the fuck do the rest of you get by? Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal, I opened them up. I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me? It's either one or two for me, but I'm not sure which one. The third one's probably gonna get the machine turned up again. Sure, Ark, I'll let you tip the vote because I am torn between the two of them. We'll go for number one. Wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? I did, didn't I? And now you've come for me. She scoffs. But fuck them all the same. Empathy, success. That did make her forgive them. A little. That's a pity. That's not what I wanted. Fine, I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you, since apparently that first one didn't actually continuate anything. Like what? She adjusts her grip on her gun. I already told you I didn't do it. Honey, you ran. Don't you know never to run from a predator? Rhetoric, success. A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself. Would you say that Lily was a likable person? Do you have an alibi for when Lily was shot? You have a gun. You liked Clashy a lot. Do you like to hang out on rooftops? Did you leave any flowers for Clashy on the roof? You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry. Or, okay, let's take a step back. Fine, do you have an alibi for when he was shot? Man, I was with the boys the entire night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for. They did say you left to take a really long leak, 15 minutes. There was a half an hour missing. You went out. Ooh. Like, the most damning thing that we managed to come up with when we were talking to the Hardy Boys was that they thought that she'd stepped out for a smoke. Which means that the last one is the closest to the information that they gave us. But that seems like a really long time for her to have been missing. 10 minutes wouldn't have been long enough, so I'm definitely not going for number 1, but do I go for number 2 or number 3? Let's go for the 15 minutes. Let's go for the 15 minutes one. Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. She scoffs. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time. Hold on, no one takes a 15-minute leak. Our investigation, wince from the pain, has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder. I should have gone for the half an hour. Our investigation has shown. Wow, now I'm curious. Please explain. Play pinball much? Look, there's a secret way from the first floor of the whirling to the roof. Or, okay then, I have other questions for you. I kinda want to use the first one, but I'm just not sure. You know what, let's go for it. Play pinball much, Ruby? No, not since I was 14 and hanging out at the only diner in Dardan. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why? There are some mysterious pinball machines in some pretty mysterious rooms in the whirling. Or, never mind the pinball then. There's a secret way from the whirling bar to the roof. Fine, let's go with the second one. There's a secret way from the bar to the roof. Don't know it, but also she frowns, studying your face. Reaction speed success. Evaluating your competence as a police officer. Ruby, the shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs. Kim, she has a point there. No one mentioned the pain stops him from finishing the sentence. Would you say that Lily was a likable person? I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. You don't feel sympathy for mercs? It's hard work. There's nothing more personal that you had against him? Perhaps his way with women? Did you feel protective of the Union? Or, I have other questions. Oh no, definitely number 2. Nothing more personal? You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me, and definitely not a reason to off someone. Well, let's go for number 3 then. Did you feel protective of the Union? Yeah, sure, and I didn't like Wild Pine sending in those foreign hirelings, me and a fuck-ton of other people around here. Drama success. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. How can you tell through all this static drama? Empathy success. She didn't hate him, okay? Fine, other questions. You like Clashy a lot. I considered her a good friend, yeah. Are you a girl liker? Is peeping one of your hobbies? But you wanted to be more than just friends. There are other things I ask about. I mean, I ought to be reading this in the most tortured voice ever, but I just can't bring myself to do it tonight. I'm sorry. You wanted to be more than friends. Oh, so that's where you were going with this. She said you wanted to run away with her. That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip? Kim. The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain. Ruby. Okay, fine. She rolls her eyes. I was into her. Clashy was into me too, for a time. I know it. We even fooled around once. And, yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it. Drama a success. Clashy only said maybe kissed. Someone is lying here. Wait, Clashy said you only kissed? Hold on, Clashy only likes truly buff men. Or then what happened? No, you know what? Then what happened? She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. She broke up with you. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but I thought, fine, I'll take it and move on. Empathy, success. No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her. Interesting. That's opened up a couple more. Clashy said you got very angry when she started seeing Lily threatened her. And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching? Clashy said you got very angry when she started seeing Lily. Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy. Encyclopedia success. By the way, DeLorean tragedies are still held in high regard for innovation in language and motifs. They are also known for overwrought emotions leading to catastrophic outcomes. And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching? Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer. I'm not going to ask about peeping. I don't need to ask whether or not she's a girl like her. I guess there are other things I ask about. Go ahead, it's your body. Kim says, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, actually. Oh, there are a lot of girl likers. It's quite a way of phrasing it, though. strangely delicate. Actually, you know what? Did you leave any flowers for Kashi on the roof? No, gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. These weren't just flowers. They symbols of revolution pushed through the pain. Kashi was mourning. Okay, so you didn't leave Maybells. Sure, let's go with the mourning one. I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too. Okay, sure, let's try these symbols of revolution. Push through the pain! You can do it, Harry! So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. Okay, so you didn't leave Maybells. Well, I got experience for that. No, I did not. You're running drugs for the Union. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. She shakes her head slowly. Never trust a musician. It wasn't Tommy. Empathy success. That really comes as a blow to her. Drama success. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate. No, he didn't. I found my own way in. Or, yeah, I made him talk. Lie. I like Tommy. I found my own way in. Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking? A bitter smile. Empathy success. Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her. You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say. Or you had a financial incentive to kill the merc. Definitely not going with the first one. Let's go with the second. You had a financial incentive. Man, it's to get away from all the murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union. Kim, the lieutenant is unable to articulate his question. Rhetoric success. She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later. That assumes we managed to survive this. Ruby. I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun, she glances at it, has only been used for self-defense against serious scum. She turns the knob down just a millimeter. But you're threatening us with it. Or, I wish I could use my gun right now. Oh, no, not the right choice, no. You're threatening us. Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum, she responds, holding your gaze. Oh my. Alright, let's take a step back. Yeah, where? Has anything changed here? Oh, I nudged it. I nudged it. $72 with a +1. Oh, here we go. What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version. She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity. Kim, it's okay. We just want to... He struggles to finish the sentence. Ruby, Alright, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Clashia comes in, all pale and shuddering. Me getting more and more used to the effects. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves, so I grab a seat next to her. Wait, did she also say hi to you? Or Clashia said you knew something was wrong immediately? Or, and what did she say? I am torn between 2 and 3. They are both correct. I'm just not sure which one's the better one. No, we're trying to get her version. Let's not lead. What did she say? She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so, yeah. Maybe? My pain threshold score is extremely low, though, so it must have been something I said. Kim, you made it look like he'd been hanged. Plus, she said you seemed to have a plan prepared when you got there. Or, Class, she found it weird you came up with a plan so quickly. Maybe. I did get that extra point for bringing up the drugs thing, though. Let's see. Plus, she found it weird you came up with a plan so quickly. What? No, faking a lynching was her idea. Her idea? Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys. Drama success. She lied to you about that, too. She's a really good liar. Showerhead? Resourceful? That's bad that she'd be so calm. Or I don't believe you. That she'd be so calm. It's bad. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. Do you think she killed Lily herself? Hello, Law! Thank you for the host! Welcome! And welcome, hostees! As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot. Nothing. Kim. But even as this is true, the lieutenant forces himself to finish the sentence. Weren't you worried this lynching might lead to... Ruby. War? She purses her lips. The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going... Drama success. She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt. Ruby. Fuck it, she shrugs. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. Well, that didn't change anything. let's ask her. Who killed the merc if it wasn't you? How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio. Perception, sight, success. Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez. Smart! Kim, police radio? You've been following the case? Ruby, who hasn't? She shrugs. You know I can still see him there in Class G's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while. If you didn't kill him, why hide? I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent. Reaction speed, success. So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop. What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent? Ruby, yes, you. She looks at you quizzically. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener. Kim, through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Oh, we're down to 3 health potions. Perception, hearing, success. Fucking hell and why me, you hear through the white noise. Pain threshold, success. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded. Whoops. Who's everyone? How do you know this? Or, bullshit, you're trying to, wince grotesquely, throw me off. No one says that. I mean, we implied it to somebody, but... how would we know if he healed or not? Bullshit. Oh, yes they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you? Logic, success. If she knows that about you, she must know your real name, too. Tell me what's my name. If you know that about me, you must know my name. Or, fuck yeah, I'm a La Puta Madre agent, you better let me go. La Puta Madre, I've heard of La Puta Madre, he's dangerous, right? Sooner or later I'm going to get caught by some sort of international filter here, I'm pretty sure. Sure, let's go with logic. If you know my name, my full name, maybe I'll believe you. Harry Dubois, she replies quickly. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and the funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre. Ha ha ha! Volition, success. So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the take. Criminals make up boogeyman stories about cops all the time. Logic, success. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you. You know what? Let's go for number 3. That guy, he's dangerous, right? Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. No, that was a real question. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to know all about this, but I lost my memory recently. Or, yes, of course. Are you scared yet? Oh, none of these answers are good. None of these answers are good. I chose the wrong one. Mark, I think I'm gonna have to go with that. That was a real question. Answer the question, Ruby. Yeah, sure. Drama, success. She doesn't believe you. I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough. What did you do to this Madre anyway? Or, okay, other questions. No, I want to know, what did you do, Ruby? You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? She pauses. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus. Whoa! Give me that text back. Rhetoric, success. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but you said you rolled into town. Was that you, singular or plural? She might know something. Interesting. That is opened up when I came into town. Was there anyone with me? Or do you know about the bunker next door? We're still at 72% here, so despite having popped an extra vein somewhere in that last conversation, it hasn't changed anything. Was there anyone with me when I came into town? Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? What? I don't know what happened to them. I had a what? Who was in this squad? Who was in the squad? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. She nods towards the lieutenant. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. Exactly, Green. This is the first I've heard of a death squad or of me having anybody else with me. Oh yeah, two buff dudes and a not bad lady. They're around here somewhere, you know. Must have left them in my other pants. Well, imagine how fast I could just, lay waste to the entire town. What else can you tell me? Or that's all, thank you. No, if I came in with them, where did they go? Why did they go? What else can you tell me? One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. What the heck? She narrows her eyes. That sound about right? That sounds 100% wrong. Logic, success. No idea who these people are. Literally. Yeah, that's right. I was just testing you. They're right outside with guns. Or, no, that doesn't ring any bells. I want to go with the second one. No, doesn't ring any bells. I wish my drama had piped up on this one. That's possibly the first and last time you'll ever hear me say that. Doesn't ring any bells, actually, Ruby. Well, this has been a great talk, really, but I think I'm going to hit the road now. Whoa! Reaction speed, success. She means it. You better make your move soon. Oh, it's the best that we can get. 72% chance with a +1. Here we go. Cross fingers. Where did I go? Where did I go? Failure! The violent white noise becomes even more overwhelming closer to the compressor. Feels like your brain is swelling up in your skull. Squirm in pain, hold very still, hold still, and try to have an apocalyptic vision. Well, if only I'd been playing this as Apocalypse Cop this way through, but I have not. So I guess I've got squirm in pain or hold very still. Hold very still. There, I told you, it's best not to move. Oh boy. Apparently we're not going to get the sound for this one, but, fine. 875263 2362 1837. For that special someone. Kim, make it stop. Just try not to collapse. Kim? Ruby, look, I know this isn't very fun for you, so let's wrap this up. You have a tribunal to attend. Reaction speed success. She knows about the tribunal? Well, she's been listening in on all of the radio frequencies, so she probably does know stuff about it that we don't. Maybe she'll share? Do you know something about the tribunal? I know I read it wrong the first time. I can't go back and change time. I wish I could. Ruby, she chuckles. Tribunal is an awfully fancy word for what they're going to do. But yeah, I was listening to their frequency. They've finished their investigation. Now they're going to put on a show before meting out punishment. She pauses, biting her lip. Even those assholes gave me up. I'm worried for the boys. And you, watch out for yourselves. You seem to have a habit of walking into traps. They're planning to set up a trap for us? Or why is everyone always against me? They're planning to set a trap? I'm guessing you don't know that a third mercenary has come to town just in time for the tribunal. Now you do. Conceptualization success. If one hornet can kill 40 honeybees in a minute, then 3 hornets should be able to kill 120 honeybees in a minute, or more, since they'll also be covering one another. Kim, a third? Oh, this is bad. Ruby, as I said, watch out. She nods. Whoop. Pain threshold success. The pain is becoming unbearable now. Well, let's ask about the bunker then. Do you know about the bunker? What bunker? The communist hideout back there. Or just a bunker. Have you been there? The communist hideout back there. Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to... Her voice trails off into white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Pale latitude compressor. Lambert, starburst and sunshine. 24 degrees centigrade. Whoop. Savoir faire success. Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer. Darn it, we have asked everything. We failed on the orange check. I am practically out of HP potions. There's nothing left but walking away. Darn it. Just go. Glad to have been of assistance. She tosses her head back defiantly and turns down the machine. Best of luck to you, officers. Whoever calls a bitch. The woman runs past you and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel. Damn it. Kim, all things considered, the lieutenant is still reeling from the pain. That could have gone worse. Oh, I don't think I'm as close to the end of the game as I thought I was. Wait, shouldn't we go after her? Or what now? Which is a conclusion. Shouldn't we go after her? No, I don't think she did it. She's someone else's case now. Savoir-faire success. It's too late now anyway. She's gone. What now? Kim, now we have to come up with a really good excuse for why we walked right into a trap like that. This isn't going to look good in the report. He looks around, then points further into the cavern. Her tent. Maybe there's something in there. Oh. Well, that went... I'm glad to still be alive, but that really went quite terribly. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I don't think I'm as close to the end of the game as I thought I was. Wah. Okay, look for Ruby on the coast. Ruby's gone. Go to her tent. Okay. Oh, lots of stuff here. Well, let's check out the dot first. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, what have we here? Oh, $8. I'm saving the tent for last. Oh, nice. Yes, I'll take that, even though I don't have 3 health points. What's this over here? Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. Okay, that leaves just the tent. Instigator's tent. The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. Savoir-faire success. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out. The choices are look inside or leave, and obviously I'm going to look inside. The tent looks old but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. Perception, smell. It reeks of cigarettes. Shine your flashlight on the books or back out of the tent. Well, let's shine the flashlight on the books. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines. Kim, see anything? The lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. Sift through the magazines. Rega Monthly, Journal of Material Science, More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. A notebook. Take it. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. Kim, we should read this immediately, like right now. Agreed! But first, you found Ruby's journal. Read it. See Interact tab in your inventory in case you've never used it up until this point. Ruby's Journal, a well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand name Schneller embossed on the back. It seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveler. Ruby's Journal, a thick journal. The cover is worn, like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. Examine the cover, unwind the strap, or put the journal away. Well, let's examine the cover first. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Encyclopedia Success. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. Conceptualization Success. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. Sounds good. Unwind the strap. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. Study the handwriting. Flip through the pages. Put the journal away. Study the handwriting. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Interfacing Success. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. I know that feeling. Flip through the pages. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated. Kim, it's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this. Oh, many things. What kinds of logistics? What are the diagrams of? Anything personal? How far back do the entries go? What did she write the day Lely died? Anything about La Puta Madre? What's the most recent entry? Conclude with the journal. Or look at the cover again. How far back do the entries go? The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. What are the diagrams of? Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor. Sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. What kind of logistics? Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions. Kim, there could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this. Anything personal? Short, wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appear to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are few passages with many questions in them. Yes, I am sort of skipping past that one there. Anything about La Puta Madre? That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Logic Success. Small wonder, would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre? M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th. Read the entry from March 9th, or not now. Well, obviously, March 9th entry. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching, but also, I feel it in my gut, to finally put a bullet in my head. While I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Read the entry from March 12th. been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example, but experience tells me. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver, taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. What did she write the day Lily died? Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault, but that's another matter entirely. Logic, success. She's referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense? Strange. This has made things more complicated. Alright, what's the most recent entry? The most recent entry is from today. It reads level up, apparently. Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run? Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning. Kim, it looks like she might have been framed? The lieutenant taps on the page. If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her? Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent? Or, then, who do you think killed the merc? Kim, am I really an agent? No, I don't think you are. He looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. Oh, boy. Drama, success. He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. Alright then, if she didn't do it, then maybe it's good we didn't catch her? I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. He frowns. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us, especially if she has problems with the Madre. Yeah. Kim seems to be going with this flow really well. Either he's very fast on his mental feet, or his style is to stay silent and wait for people to trip over themselves trying to fill it. Or maybe a little bit of both. And who do you think killed the merc? Class G was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or he stops to think. Seems plausible. I don't know, but no one heard the shot. I'm going with the last one, because nobody heard the shot. Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. New task, return to the Whirling in Rags. One thing is for certain, we have business back in the Whirling in Rags. Questions to ask. Let's be careful, though. The tip she gave us about the tribunal was disturbing. Well. Okay. So, we have, are you La Puta Madre's peon? Ruby said you were a notoriously corrupt cop, La Puta Madre's peon. That's why she was scared of you. When you get the chance, call your station to find out more, if you dare. Sure. We can do that when we return to the Whirling in Rags. Return to the Whirling after the whole instigator debacle. Someone there has something to answer to, but we're not sure whomst. And I'm going to ignore the skill point in case I need it. Oh, okay. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust, and I realized that I probably should have saved after finishing with the journal. There we go. Let's check the barrels. Oh, sure, I'll take that 40 cents, sure. I'll take that too. Time is running out. Time is running out, but I don't feel any closer to solving this than I did when I started. Like, when I started this stream, I felt like once the confrontation with Ruby was done, that we would be really finished, like close to the finish of the game, but now I don't know. The tribunal, basically the murdered man is a mercenary who was brought in by the company to deal with the union and their strike. Basically both to act as security for the company's negotiator, but also as a threat. But the thing is that the mercenaries that were brought in were military mercenaries. So when one of them was apparently strung up from a tree, the other two squad members immediately started deciding what was going to be done. Well, basically they had already decided, but they started gathering evidence and stuff so that they could hold a so-called tribunal to find the murderers, instigators, whatever. But while it keeps being referred to as a tribunal, it's actually, the mercenaries are going to shoot everybody. The mercenaries are absolutely going to shoot everybody unless we find the actual murderer to hand over to them for their, or to show an actual murderer getting justice for it before they gather their strength, shall we say. It's a time limit that we are working under, and very unfortunately, we've just been informed by Ruby, who I dearly want to disbelieve, but I don't actually have any reason to, that the mercenaries are ready to move. The mercenaries are going to kill the Union, and the problem is that the Union is Martinez right now. So they're going to kill Martinez. So if I don't find the murderer, it will kind of be my fault. Not entirely my fault, because the fault is actually whomever killed the mercenary for whatever reason, or whoever colluded to kill the mercenary. I have been referring to this as an assassination for some time. But whomever that is, or whomever they are not coming forward. So such is the role of Harry and Kim here, is to stop an entire town from being slaughtered in retribution. If I could just remember how to get where I want to go. Well, the washer lady is still out. I have this horrible feeling that if I go to bed and leave these things for tomorrow, whenever tomorrow is, that it will be too late. Where am I? Okay. I just had a moment there where I could not remember where I was. I really wish I still had the fast travel. Whoop. Inland Empire. Stop. Now. It is time. Oh no. For what? Time for the tribunal? Sounds ominous, or discard the thought. For what? Crisis, death, you can feel it in your blue soul. What am I supposed to do? Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Interfacing success. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. Or I'll fight with my bare hands if I have to. I'm not sure I'm ready. Kim, then you'd better get ready. He frowns, then quickly adds, whatever happens, I've got your back. Well, I will take the advice. We'll put the gun back in our hand. We'll pray we don't use it. I could do a real save here, and then if things go terribly wrong, I could save Scum. But I'm not going to.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Oh boy.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Oh boy.
Shut up. Gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Why does he keep saying that? Perception, sight, success. This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. Say nothing? Or, Kim, what's going on here? Thing is, like, I look at the screen, and this man's gun is already in his hand. No matter that the text says that his fingers are reaching for the butt. Oh, Lord, I don't know. The Kim one is a stupid question, though. It's a stupid question that's going to draw attention to us, but is that what I want? It's nice that Liz came back, but it's not like a lawyer is actually going to stop this. So help me. Kim, what's going on here?
Shh.
The lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
Oh, Liz.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Her tone is frighteningly emotionless. And they're really talking themselves into it.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Come to think of it, I just noticed this guy here. That is a serious gun he's got. But not a serious gun for the range that he's standing at.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Oh boy.
Peaceful.
Sounds like the armored figure is weeping. So, we're going to go with this one being named Rude, because I'm not going to make an attempt at butchering their last name. The one who intends to use a long-range gun from awfully close. Perception, hearing, success. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you hear them. No, I will not, Ark.
Fuck, she was right. That must be the third mercenary.
What gave it away? The armor? It was the armor, wasn't it? I bet it was the armor. Hand-eye coordination success. This third one, he's the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. Empathy success. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there. We're out of time. This is... What do we do? Whisper. The big one is the mercenary at the gates. The scab leader. Stop. This is the police. Get between them. Whisper. Let's walk away for now. It is definitely not number 5, Ark. I agree with my empathy. What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
He puts his hand on his holster. we're out of time.
The Mercenary Tribunal.
Lieutenant nods. Sure, the big one's the mercenary at the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
He nods. I have 2 bullets. I don't entirely trust my aim. Physicality is not what I built my stats around. Logic, success, a sound strategy. He's the leader. Well, I have only 2 choices. Stop, this is the police, or let's walk away for now. Well, you know what? You know what? Harry has a death wish. Harry would throw himself in between these groups. I am pretty sure. I kind of want to, let's walk away, but I know that we can't. If we walk away, the Hardys, Liz, whoever that is up on the balcony, they all get shot. All of them. I do not want to be responsible for that. I really don't. Prepare what, Ark? I have nothing to prepare. I did put my gun into my hand before walking over here. That is the one thing that I did to prepare. Well, I can try, but I doubt we'll be allowed to.
No.
Let's walk away.
We have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
Well, there is only one path, Ark, and I'm pretty sure I knew that already. But we have exhausted every other option. Alright, Death Wish Harry, off we go.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backwards. Empathy, success. I think he's calmed down a bit. Empathy, what are you on? I haven't had anything.
Fuck!
Is the only word you can make out. It doesn't sound calm. Interesting. I can't see my gun in my hand anymore. I can see you're drunk. One wrong move and I'm taking you out. Easy now. No one needs to die here today. Or say nothing and cross your arms. He's definitely not going to respond well to number 1. Number 2 is definitely the wrong answer. Alright, no one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
What tribals? Where?
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
They've gotten themselves worked up to a right mental froth here. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Hand-eye coordination success. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. Yeah, she's a lawyer, but she's a very new minted lawyer. Still got that shiny school honors. Rhetoric success. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. Composure success. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it. The big one. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around. Oh boy. Empathy success. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that, please. Alright, we're going to look our way down the list in order as it suggested. We'll deal with each of these challenges as we come to them. You've brought backup, point to the masked man, from out of town. Listen, they didn't do it. Look, you're all drunk. Look at yourselves. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. Alright, a rhetoric challenging challenge. Think of an argument. That one has an 83% chance of success with a +1 from Know About Downwell. A suggestion formidable challenge. Talk about the Hanged Man, with a 42% chance of success with a +2 from name Ellis Cortinar, +1 from he was fostered, and +1 from had blue eyes. Where is Class G? She can explain this. A legendary challenge for hand-eye coordination of Shoot Cortinar, with a 72% chance of success, +1 from distracted by memories. And stand there quietly, hope nothing bad happens. Okay, these are all orange challenges. They obviously cannot be retried. Honestly, the best one, I think, is the 83% chance on rhetoric of think of an argument. The hand-eye coordination, adding a point to it is only, at best, going to also raise it to 83. So, do I attempt to convince them that they didn't do it? Like, I could attempt number 2. Or I could attempt the rhetoric challenge. I don't think that bringing Class G into it is going to change anything. I don't think even bringing her up is going to change anything. Reminding them that they're drunk is not going to help. Mentioning the backup is probably just going to get the backup to shoot me. Yeah, number 3, telling them that they're drunk is not going to help at all. this particular mercenary company seems to specialize in some very traumatized war veterans who have managed to convince themselves that everywhere they go and everything they do, they're still in the war. So they've talked themselves into seeing the Hardy Boys and Liz and whoever else is here, because I can't quite tell because the dialogue box covering people, are the tribals that they fought against and committed some terrible war crimes against, by the way. The chain of command is dead, Ark. The commander of the company is the one who died. Like, the person who was in charge of the mercenaries here is the one who died. So chain of command, unfortunately, doesn't factor in, as far as I know. I'm going to try the rhetoric. Well, they believe that their opponents are all the enemies that they had in the war. No matter where their opponents are or who their opponents are, they believe that they are the tribal enemies that they fought in that war. It is what allows them to dehumanize them so effectively so that they can commit the atrocities that they do. For a certain kind of metric, it makes them extremely effective, unfortunately. I mean, if all you want are killing machines who will do that and not regret what they're doing or stop in the middle and be like, why am I doing this? This is exactly what you want. Alright, I'm going to try the rhetoric challenge. Here goes. My challenges have not been good so far tonight, but... Haha! Success! Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Cornell would never sanction this. Who is the commanding officer? Take your pick. Reaction speed, success. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely. Oh no. Just a question. Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? Cornell does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. You were called Downwell once. What happened? Gulp and say nothing? Okay, definitely not number 4. Who's in charge now that he's dead? Cornell does not give you the right to do this. Number 3 is, it's a distraction at best. We're gonna go with number 1. Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? I am a Cornell major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. Yeah. So you are the highest ranking of the 3 of you. Nah, I just have the biggest gun. He raps on his armored barrel-like chest. Hand-eye coordination success. Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now. Hold on, what's the highest rank in Cornell? As a leader of this group, reconsider your actions. This does not need to end in bloodshed. No, we're not going to ask questions about his company now. This does not need to end in bloodshed. You're right, but you see, he pauses and smiles. I want it to end in bloodshed. Rhetoric. Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Rhetoric. Success. Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out. Did either of these change? No. Interesting. This is much higher. I think I'm going to go with the suggestion from my rhetoric and tell him that they didn't do it. Yeah, who did then? Wait, I just need a little time to figure this out. Point to Titus. I think it was Titus. Point to the roof. It was Clashy. Point to the coast. It was Ruby. Point to yourself. It was me. It was someone else. Someone who's not here now. Number six. Number 6. It was someone else. Someone who's not here now. How fucking convenient. He gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun. Damn it! Reaction speed. Success. His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw. He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it. A lot of people could have gotten to that roof, like Gert, the cafeteria manager. Actually, they are here. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. I've changed my mind. I can still change my mind, right? A sniper did it. You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? There's a dangerous gleam in his eye. What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? What about the Kipt? He points his gun at Elizabeth. Tell me it was a magic fucking sniper one more time. Elizabeth, listen, please. She raises both hands. This cop and this drumhead court-martial won't decide who... Logic, medium, challenge, think. Why doesn't he believe me? Oh boy. Say nothing, just... No, if I say nothing, somebody's getting shot. We're gonna try logic. We're going to try logic. Oh, failure. Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand, swaying, pointed at her. You move your mouth like a fist, gasping for air. She's a woman, don't... I'll kill you. No, she wasn't even there. That was an 83% chance. Oh, and I failed by a lot. The dice rolled ones. Oh my goodness. Oh no. She wasn't even there. Well, shit. He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle. Perception, hearing, success. The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The gardener. I'm okay. The woman grabs her left side. She's down. Her white shirt soaks the blood red around her abdomen. She gasps for air. Why is she the gardener now instead of Elizabeth? Eugene. Fuck this. The man starts pulling something out from his pocket. Perception, hearing, success. There's a coarse shuffle against something. Is it a gun? He's gonna get shot. Titus. Gene! The big man raises his hand. Tend to Lizzie. Now! Reaction speed, success. He'll be ripped apart. They all will, the moment the third man opens fire, and he knows it. Visual calculus, success. He wants you to open fire on the mercenaries before he does. He's waiting for you and your partner to be the shield. The meat shield! Ugh. And this has gone back down to 72 with a -1 for getting the gardener shot. Ugh. Okay, let's put the skill point I have in hand-eye coordination. That brings it back up to 83. Hello, Mia. Yeah, sorry for your timing there, Mia. I seem to be in the climax of the game, and yeah, people are getting shot. Or it may not be the climax, but it's definitely a climax. I messed up I messed up. I'm gonna try. Here goes. Cross everything you've got to cross. That was a green flash. That was a green flash. Success! A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. Look through the smoke rising from the barrel, or look at Cartenar. Look at Cartenar. There's a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backwards, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. Perception, sight, success. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. Wow, everybody moved. Did they leave Liz behind? I'm gonna punch them myself. Rude. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. Encyclopedia success. An Ister AR FA-7 built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you. Kim is okay so far. Kim, where is Kim? He's practically in my armpit. Look, can you not, like, feel him there? Blink, think, or reaction speed, challenging challenge, dodge the shot. 42% chance. I do not give much for my chances. Kim, where's Kim? Blink, think. I am not gonna try to dodge the shot. Given that it's told me that the rifle is swaying slowly, my chances are better if I just drop like a rock. Oh, dude. I have a horrible feeling that if it fails, Kim will also get shot. Kim! Where's Kim? From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rudd. Visual calculus success. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers. Reaction speed success. It's not easy. He has 0.6 seconds to do so. He won't make it. You're on your own. Still a 42% chance. This is bad. Think. Rudd. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rudd's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens focusing on you. Hand-eye coordination. Success. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. Endurance failure. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. It never changes. It's still a 42% chance. No matter what is going to happen, it's going to happen. Here goes. Success! Oh my god, it succeeded. Oh my god. Reaction speed success. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. Joy! I'm alive! I cannot be killed. I have become immortal. Shout, stop shooting at me! Yes, I live! I continue to live! I am alive! What a time for you to have come into the stream, Mia! Yes, what were the numbers on that? How close was it? Wow! I'm kind of impressed. That was the best possible roll. It rolls 2 d6s. Yeah, that was the best possible roll. Okay, stop shooting at me. Rude. The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Oh my god, Ark, you're a prophet. Never use it for ill. Perception, sight, success. Watch out! To your left, DePaul is about to take a shot too. At Kim! Kim, God, please, the lieutenant says quietly, without trembling. He aims, face pale. Visual calculus success. He's aiming for the eye slot in Rudd's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. DePaul. Then 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Oh, she hit Titus. Kim, did he hit the rifleman? Who screamed? Oh, Kim definitely hit the rifleman. Look at that. You know what? Kim, did he hit? Rudd. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rudd staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. Hand-eye coordination success. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. Hits it when it matters. Who screamed? I know who screamed. Oh, it's Glenn! I didn't realize he was still there. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Why didn't he run when the others did? I thought Titus was the only one still here. And maybe Liz, if that's Liz. Is that Liz? I can't tell. Cortinar, you see two crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you, then he squeezes the trigger. Look him in the eye. An impossible challenge on reaction speed to evade the shot, or let it happen. 3%! A 3% chance, and I am out of skill points. Yeah, I'm gonna look him right in the eyes. Look him in the eye. The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth, but he will do it. He is your end. Half-light success. Here it comes, death. Okay, I have the 3% chance for evasion, or I can just let it happen. I choose to try. I choose to try to evade. That was red. That's a failure. Reaction speed, failure. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. Pain threshold failure. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark, a distant blur as you recede into it. Listen through the darkness and the pain. Touch your lower body. Try to open your eyes. What do I see? Listen. Reaction speed. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass. Gart, the cafeteria manager. Stop! Titus, the cop. Protect the cop. He's down. Try to open your eyes. Perception, sight, success. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them like a hellish play. Kim, you're bleeding out. Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. It's so dark, I can't see anything. Kim, I lied about not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there. You know what? Let's go for the white shadow. It's a white shadow that smells like apricots. Stay with me. You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. I can't forget it, even when I drank so much. It said I have a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul? She would have started loving me again, but I called her, and now she won't. Please call her, Kim. She won't listen to me. I I can't forget it, even when I drank so much. Yes, keep talking. The lieutenant pushes down on your wound hard. You hear me? Stay awake. But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant, and a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. DePaul, a slender white shadow, towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Reaction speed, success. Scream immediately. He's gonna die. Just let the darkness take you, or a medium authority challenge of a screaming. We're going to take that because I don't want Kim to die too. Oh, wow. Krim truly trusts me? Okay, it's an 83% chance with a +1 from the lieutenant trusts you and a +2 from Kim truly trusts me. Why? How? Dear God, don't let him die too. Success! No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles and your eyes are full of fear. Kim, that's all it takes. There's no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. DePaul, you hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone, so is Kim, then the whole world. Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now? Good, I want to die, or no, let me back into the fight. I want to finish this. I want to know who killed that guy. Let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep.
This does remind me of the very beginning. Especially with the reptile brain and the limbic system arguing with each other.
And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing in his wound sleep.
Volition success. He can't go. Not before the case is solved. Exactly! Perception hearing success. There's a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. A clarion call.
Oh yeah, this is exactly like the beginning. Encyclopedia, the engine of a Kupri Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
I think my limbic system is giving up on me. Kim didn't get shot. This is a very important thing. Kim did not get shot. And now we just have this totally black loading screen, and I still don't know if my character is... I don't know if I get to finish this plot or if I just get to live. Do I get to finish the investigation, or do I just get to live? Don't you dare, Ark. This is absolutely not how I expected tonight to go. You know, I expected some yelling with Ruby, some threatening to shoot, maybe. Some falling back on the information that I'd found to convince her to let us arrest her and all that, and... oh boy. This is taking a really long time to load. The suspense is going to kill me. What? What is this? Is this the end of the game? Is this a to be continued? Is this... Give me a sign! Or at the very least, give me something other than a completely black loading screen. Yes, I saw that. The loading message is definitely blinking. Thank you for not making me sing through that conversation and that battle there, Green. I appreciate you saving your points for, I don't know, embarrassing me during Among Us again. You know, 2 years later, when this loading screen finally finishes, we'll find out if I'm finishing the game tonight or not. But yes, all of you who came in late missed Ark making me sing through a previous confrontation. Well, at the very least, I need to find out what's on the other side of this loading screen, however long it takes. I could have run an ad break during this, you know? I absolutely wouldn't, because this game struggles enough without me tabbing out in the middle of its loading. Yeah, well, I thought the confrontation with Ruby was going to be the end too, so... Oh, wow. Well, now it's a completely black screen. Oh, wait. What on earth?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Well, I finally got the screen, but it's behind everything, and I can't get it to come back on top. What's going on? Oh, having a moment here. There we go. Okay, now I can actually see the screen myself. And we have Kim, or I'm alive. Absolutely. Kim! Why am I in the hotel room?
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. And they replaced the window. Why am I here? Why am I here and not in a hospital room? Ouch. The room, it's clean. What did you say, Sunrise? What happened? How bad am I hurt? I'm torn between asking him what he meant by saying Sunrise Parabellum or asking what happened. But also, that was the longest ever loading screen, and I wish to heck that I could quick save here. We have a split vote here. Which means I'm the decider, as usual. What did you say? Sunrise? Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. Reaction speed success. Isn't that written on your... My gun, it's engraved on it, or is it war today? My gun, it's engraved on it. 5 XP for remembering that. It served you well. Is it war today? Kim, the gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I'm relieved to say. He looks out the window. I think we may have held it off, for now. He unzips his bomber jacket. Barely. Good? A pity? Or ouch? Good. Healed my already healed morale? Kim, yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. Oh boy. What happened? What happened? You shot the Major in the face. A firefight ensued. Is he dead? Yes. As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. I dodged, or then what? I dodged. I'm proud of it. Rolled 2 6s. Then I shot and wounded him while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. He nods. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. There's a pause. Continue. Empathy, success. This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Elaine and the musician. I forget his name. Eugene? Yes, he's still alive too. Nod. You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, DePaul, before she got the jump on me. I killed her. The lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room, and that's what happened. I thought you only smoked one a day. And they're all dead? All 3 of the contractors? How many casualties on the Union side total? They're all dead? All 3 of the contractors? DePaul was the last to die. He nods. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenell for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate. Why? Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe he breathes in the fumes, thinking. Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. How many casualties on the Union side? 5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. There's a pause. And Elizabeth, too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name, the gardener. She did not make it? No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but he shakes his head. A costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership. If I would have presented the theory better to their leader, or I did all I could there. This is a hard one. Apologies for my silence, but I don't know which one of these to choose. If only I could have presented the theory better. Damaged morale. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince them. Volition, success. Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts. I am not going to bring up the fact that he's smoking. He is perfectly well allowed to do so after the time that he has had. And that's all. He nods. An absolute disaster. It's a total shit show, Kim. Not that bad, all things considered. I don't see how it could have gone any better. I can see how it could have gone worse. It probably could have gone better. It's a total shit show, Kim. Yes, officer, he says calmly. 7 people are dead. It is not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The hornets did not get into the beehive. He rubs his swollen chin. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And, he smiles, we are still alive. Both of us. Rhetoric, success. He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those 2 armies. All right. Important questions. How bad am I hurt? Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully. No major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mirachrome. Yes, I didn't put enough syllables in that. Don't at me. Can I walk? We will see. Has anyone from my station been to see me? Are you hurt? Or, okay, get up. Are you hurt beyond the obvious, very visible bruises? Not very. He rubs his chin. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I try not to move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. There's a pause. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me. Has anyone from my station been to see me? I doubt it, seeing as you say that the harbor has been locked down, but I'm going to ask anyway. No. They don't care about me at all. Good, I don't need them. Really? Or isn't that strange? That is strange. I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they sent officers to join you on the site. Odd, you haven't seen any, have you? Or, okay. Odd. There's a pause. I'm sure they're worried about you. Rhetoric, success. That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here? If they're so worried about me, where are they? Or better not agitate yourself further, it already hurts. I have a feeling that there are many bridges burned back at that station. Like, a lot. I mean, all of them? Better not agitate yourself further. Sorry for my rhetoric. Well, part of my brain apologizes to me. Drama, success. He may have some idea, but he's not going to get into it with you. If not my station, then who treated me? I did. Thank you, or I didn't know you could do that. No, straight up thank you. No need. Oh no. No, I needed to thank you. All right, let's see if we can stand. Is it gonna happen? He stands! Kim, easy now. The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain. How are you? My disco days are done. I feel fantastic. Let's rock. Who cares? Who cares about me? It doesn't matter. I'm very bad, Kim. Things are very bad. You know what? I'm gonna go with my disco days are done. Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Yefritor. Sure, the room. It's clean. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. Oh my God, how long have I been out? 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse, and drink water. Well, at least I didn't dehydrate. What happens now, Kim? I honestly don't know. You don't know? But I don't know either. Or good, because I totally do. But I don't know either. We can't talk to Evrart. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now, and Joyce has left too. Joyce is gone? Yes, she left yesterday morning to meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Crenell from sending in a death squad. He looks out the window. Maybe it's her? Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Clashy too. We really should have arrested her, you know. Wait, Clashy is gone too? Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man? Wait, Clashy's gone too? I expected her to leave days ago, or days before days ago. Yes, days before days ago. Oh yes, he nods. She left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I asked Mr. Gart. Uh-huh. Turns out it was a bad idea not to arrest her, but he shrugs. Maybe it was a good deed that will pay off in heaven. Oh, thanks. Volition success. Who would have figured? Rhetoric success. By the way, the lieutenant does not actually believe you will be spiritually reimbursed for letting her escape. You just have to live with it. Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man? I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It had better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Whoop! Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. His voice is calm, matter of fact. Okay, so once more, Class G has escaped? This is because I'm La Puta Madre's peon, isn't it? The fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers. What about the hole in the, ouch, wall? Someone was checking her out. The goddamn footprints. There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance. An antique bullet from a Belle Margrave 4.46 millimeter. How hard can it be to find one? How hard can it be? There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches. Revolutionary era. You know what I think about solving crimes? Oh boy. What about the hole in the wall? I don't know. He rubs his neck. That's been there for years. The goddamn footprints, Kim. Yes, he says. God curse the footprints, not solving the case for us. Oh, diable. How hard can it be to find a rifle? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. There's still a 28% possibility. Whoop! We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. A light nod through some pain. I agree with this. What else? I don't think the Maybells actually have anything to do with it. They're just too old. What about all the old bunkers and weapons caches? We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them. Fine. What about the Maybells, Kim? What? Yank it out and show the dried flower while it falls to pieces. This one, remember? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything. What if I do? He's wrong. No, Kim, every piece of garbage in this city is connected to the case. Or, okay. Not every piece, but this particular one is really, really close to the crime scene. The heck was that? Oh, it's his cigarette. His cigarette disconnected from his hand there for a moment. Like that. He's a telekinetic. How does he keep doing that? Setting aside the animation issue there, every piece of garbage is connected to the case. Okay, he concedes, clearly not meaning it. Okay, so Class G has escaped. Absolutely, he nods. There's no other way to go about it. We screwed up. Empathy, success. He's made his peace with it. He's had time to do so. I'm not going to bring up the peon thing. So, you know what I think about solving crimes? He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead. Solving crimes is hard. Solving crimes is almost impossible. Solving crimes is super easy. Actually, I want to talk about this crime some more before I tell you what I think about its hardness. Solving crimes is hard. It really is very hard. You're not ready to give up, are you? That's right, let's give up. Time to start drinking. Say nothing. You're not ready to give up, are you? No. There's a short pause. Are you ready to limp? I'm ready. Good. There's a pause. Where do you want to limp to? Logic success. The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics. We should check Klash's room upstairs. Let's just aimlessly wander until a clue presents itself, or I don't know. No, we should check Klash's room. Why not? He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot, and then tosses it on the floor of my newly cleaned room. The cycle begins anew. Continue. New task. Inspect the window in Klash's bedroom. Another look at the window, perhaps. The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better. I have thoughts and dots. And a chance to save! I don't think I'm as close to the end of this game as I thought I was. Okay, what I'm going to do is go through the various dots in this room, and then I'm going to save off, and we're going to continue next week. I've already run an hour over time, and I am no closer to finishing this game than I was when I started. So running any further later is not going to help the issue. Alright. Thoughts, composure. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Cool. Where is it coming from? Discard thought. Where is it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular? It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Or, yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. Now I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. But, you know what? I've been establishing my superstar cop status really hard lately. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go! Camera, lights. Action! Wait, what's that about a ludicrous fantasy world? Or, no, fuck you. Wait, what's that about a ludicrous fantasy world? Yeah, you know, beneath is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that, reinvented as the world's first celebrity police officer. Conceptualization success. This is the beginning of your legend. Fuck it, action? Or, no, I'm too downbeat. I won't say those things anymore. I will not say those things anymore. I do not want to play as that person. Bye. Wave the thought away. Shoo. Shoo. Okay, let's... Dot. Newly replaced glass, shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside, back in the world again. Okay. There's the sofa, there's the ceiling fan, there's a dot here. This Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. I am still carrying my gun around. Apparently I was just left unconscious with all of my clothes still on and my gun in my hand. But now that you bring it up, I should definitely put it away. I mean, Kim obviously doesn't feel threatened by it, but other people might. Alright, Dot. You see gleaming white enamel. No bottles inside. Look, the The door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Hey, this is how he's been looking after me, I betcha. You know what? Let's go into Kim's room. Personal treat to me. How do I do this? Aha! His room is so much smaller than mine. He even left his notebook out for me to rifle through. The alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Medicinal supplies on the cupboard. Murochrome, a scalpel, antibiotics. And seeing through the wall, Klashji's room is not being cleaned. Handy, that. Oh my goodness, my head moves. My head is moving to look at the thing that I'm looking at. Oh, I've never noticed this before. What is happening? Okay, let's stop twitching. Half-finished paperwork. These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half-finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases. Kim, I had Gart open the door to your room. He closes the notes. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. Point to yourself. I'm such a burden, I should just fuck off. I saw apocalyptic visions of the darkness behind darkness behind darkness. I thought I was dead for a moment. Well, 1 and 4 are the correct ones, but which one do I choose? I thought I was dead for a moment. Back there on the plaza, I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism has damaged you more than bullets have. There's a small pause. We should go. Aw, he doesn't trust me enough to let me go through all of his notes. But it was still very sweet of him to keep me alive. There's the mirror, which I don't really want to have anything to do with. There's the ceiling fan, which I do not wish to battle at the moment. This is where I am going to save off, and tomorrow I guess we continue with investigation, I guess? But let's see what's changed here. Ah yes. Inspect the window in Klashji's bedroom. Go to her room, search it once more. Upstairs, in the bedroom, the window. Perhaps it will yield something? Anything? Well, we still have a few quests. Find Smokes, find booze, find the murder weapon, offer figurines to Dolores, determine where the shot came from, take on la responsabilité. Are you la puta madre's peon? Is that why my station has not sent anybody to look after me? And, of course, this. Inspect the window in Klashji's bedroom. Probably we should have arrested her, but we didn't. Ah, well. The game is not over. But I'm still not sure what happens now. But we now have a full and proper save, and I guess this picks up again next week. Hopefully I'll find the murderer? I haven't found the murderer yet, so it's not over, but it's just... oh, the consequences. Some really major things happened tonight. There is a world of major things that happened tonight. It's gonna take a while to process all of that. That was a lot. There's a reason why I set this game to only being normally a 2-hour stream, because it's just such a heavy game. Running this for 3 hours just now with that firefight and nearly dying and Kim nearly dying and a whole bunch of other people actually dying, and oh boy. So much happened tonight. I am really going to need time to process. But yes, for those who have come in partway through and are like, what the heck is going on? All of the previous sessions of Disco Elysium are available on my YouTube channel, including the ones that are no longer available on Twitch because they aged off. So they're all there, they're nicely tucked away into their own playlist. It updates every Friday when the previous Sunday's episode session of Disco Elysium goes up, so this one will be going up on Friday. As well, all of the sessions of my Try Not to Die Thursdays are on there, and my so far singular session of Mid-Month Monday, The World of Goo, went up on there yesterday on Saturday. So there's just hours upon hours upon hours of video to watch there if you love the sound of my voice. Or if you just want to know what the heck. And since ARC has been kind enough to put up my schedule, I will be back again on Wednesday night at as close to 7 p.m. as a group of writers can be gathered all into one place. It's sort of like Cats, just slightly easier. Can be helped with a water bottle, possibly. A spray water bottle, I mean. To play Among Us with my local writer friends. And then I will return again for Try Not to Die Thursday, the day after on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will be playing Sunless Sea. And I don't remember what I was supposed to be doing in that, but I will check my VODs and I will remember by the time that comes up. But at the moment, I don't want to think about it. I'm still trying to process this play session. In any case, this was incredibly incredible and deep and horrible all at once, and great. And I hope that all of you enjoyed it as much as I am still processing it. I'm not sure if enjoyed is the right word, but I hope that all of you were on the edge of your seats the way that I was. It was really definitely something tonight, and I am so glad to have had all of you along on the ride with me. And I hope to see you again on Wednesday, which will be much lighter fare. Very much easier on the emotions and the brain, hopefully. So I hope that everybody has the rest of their night is great and wonderful. Have a great night. Good night.